Hi everyone, if you are following along in McGraw-Hill, we are still in chapter 6. We're dividing decimals now and we're in lesson 11. We're going to go ahead and divide a decimal by a whole number. So previously I showed you how to round the decimal so that you could just divide easily and find a compatible equation. But now we're going to leave the decimal there and actually divide it. So here we go. So our equation is 8 4/10 divided by 2. So remember your division steps. Does McDonald's sell burgers regularly? D stands for divide. Whoops. M stands for multiply. S stands for subtract. B stands for bring down. And then R means repeat. And that goes all the way back up to the top to repeat all of your steps. All right, so our equation is written horizontally, but we need to set it up with our box. So the 8 4/10 is the number that's being divided. Okay, and it's being divided by a 2. Okay, you might think, whoa, 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 what do I do with that decimal, right? It kind of looks like I'm just doing 84 divided by 2, which essentially is it's gonna look like that in just a second, and here's how we do that. Whenever you have a decimal and it's being divided, the first thing you're gonna do is get rid of it so that you can just divide normally. It's so great. So wherever that decimal is sitting, you're going to bring it straight up, draw it there, and then you're done. You're done with that decimal because it's already sitting in the spot that it belongs based on the answer that you get while you divide. So now essentially it looks like you're doing 84 divided by 2, and we're just going to follow all our steps. Now it's very important that you know where to place your digits and that your decimal does not move now that we brought it straight up. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our steps. Our first step is to divide. I'm going to just start with the first digit and see if I can divide it by 2 or if 2 can fit into it. And I know 2 can fit into an 8 evenly 4 times because 8 divided by 2 is 4. So I'm going to place my 4 and then I multiply, right? 4 times 2 is 8. Then I subtract. 8 minus 8 is 0. And then I bring down. Bring down one digit at a time, and now I have a 4. Okay? And so now I'm doing 4 divided by 2, which is 2. And then I multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. Then I subtract. 4 minus 4 is 0. I don't have another number to bring down. My leftover amount or my remainder is 0, so my answer is 4 2/10. Now look, our decimal was already in the right spot, so when we write our answer, it's 4.2 or 4 2/10. All right, let's go ahead and do another example. So I think the most important part when you're dividing decimals is to bring that decimal straight up, and then you just get to divide like we normally would. All right, here's our next example. We have 6 and 540. And I'm just going to go ahead and write it, set up in the box. Divided by 12. Okay, here we go. First step, bring the decimal straight up. And that means it's always going to be there in the answer no matter what we get. It's chilling right there, okay? Don't move it. All right, now, I can't put 12 into a 6, right? So if you want, you could say that 12 goes into 6 0 times, and I need to go ahead and do, what is 12 into 65? Well, I need to know my math facts of 12. I happen to know that 12 can go, I know that 12 can go into 60 evenly 5 times, because 5 times 12 is 60. I can't do 6. I couldn't put a 6 up here, because when I do 12 times 6, I get 72. 72 is bigger than 65, so the most I can fit it in was only 5 times. And then I multiply. 5 times 12 is 60. Then I subtract. 5 minus 0 is 5. 6 minus 6 is 0. Then I bring down one number at a time, and it happens to be a 4. How many times can 12 go into 54? Well, 12 times 5 is 60, so I know it's going to be 4 times, right? And let's see what that is. 12 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8, 4, so 48. And 48 is the closest I'm going to get to 54 without going over it. Then I multiply. 4 times 12 is 48. Then I subtract. I'm going to have to borrow here. Okay, 14 minus 8, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And 4 minus 4 is 0. Okay, still bring down. Even if it's a 0, you need to bring it down. Because now it's saying what's 60 divided by 12. Ooh, we know that. That's a fact family. It's 5. It does it evenly. 5 times 12 is 60. I subtract, I have 0. I have nothing else to bring down, so there's my answer. And notice our decimal is in the answer. Our answer is 0 and 545 thousandths. All right, you guys, I hope that helps you out with whatever you're working on. Please be sure that you always place the decimal in the spot that it belongs, and that means you just bring it straight up on top of your equation.